Iris, what's going on? Oh, okay. Slow down. At the library or in general? Just 1 moment. Statement of Iris Jones regarding... What is this about?
What are you doing?
Just answer the question.
I guess a girl I helped at the library?
Right. Statement taken direct from subject, July 30th, 2025. Recording by Arya Mays Luther, previously affiliated with the Magnus Institute, London. Statement begins.
This has something to do with your old work.
Just tell me what happened.
Okay, I'll just start from the beginning, I guess. It was Thursday, I think, and I was at work preparing a shipment of children's books with Thais's help. It was pretty quiet until Jamie needed help with something, which led to Thaisa going to help him with whatever he needed, leaving me alone for a bit and putting away the children's books. It was pretty normal for a while. I finished putting away the last of the books and went to put the box in the bin when that's when I felt the eyes on me. Now, I think I mentioned to you before, correct me if you haven't, but I'm used to people staring at me. I mean, when you dance for around 10 years, eventually you just become used to the weird feeling of people's eyes on you. It's weird, but it becomes normal in a way. Same goes for, readings of children. You always have to ask them kindly to look up at you whilst you read. Look at your lips or your eyes and just have them focus. It made me uncomfortable, but I understand why. This stare, I don't know why it bothered me so much, but it just felt like they were staring directly into my soul, and I'm really sorry for being graphic, but it just made me want to peel my skin off or disintegrate just to make the staring stop. Eventually, the feeling of being watched became more prominent. Whoever was watching just became closer and closer, adding to my worst sense of dread. Eventually, whoever was watching became so close to where I could feel their breath on my neck. I was going to turn around to ask them to stop, but then I felt the sharp poke on my shoulder and I turned around, face to face with a teenage girl. She couldn't have been any older than, I want to say 15 or 16, with dyed red hair and a shag haircut, maybe with a few piercings, but I only took notice of her eyes. They were really, really big. Like, comically big, I'd say. Her eyes were also green, which honestly probably made the staring a bit worse. She stayed silent for a small bit, eventually opening her mouth to say I'm sorry, though it came off a bit more flat than more sincere, but I took it and I'd said it was alright. I don't know why, but it somewhat put me at ease. I mean, yeah, I was a teenager trying to fuck with me, but that's what teenagers do. They're weird like that, and I guess I just kind of wanted to be put at ease or something. I asked her what she needed help with, and she said she needed a book for a school project. Something about the Boer War, I think. I don't really remember, but I said I could help her, and we were on our way to the history section. It was really awkward and quiet, and I remember trying to small talk to ask if her parents were there, as I realized she wasn't with anyone. She only replied no, until eventually we got to the book section, and I heard her respond very quietly, I'm sorry. I looked at her confused and asked what you're sorry for, to which she said, I'm sorry that your grandfather died. I still don't know what to say to that. I mean, how could she even find out about that? I tried excusing it to maybe her find out, maybe that she found out with like an obituary or something, but I think my dad made sure no one really knew about my grandpa's death. The accident was pretty bad. But I just nodded and said, it's okay, because I didn't know how to respond. Her eyes were still on me, but I think this time it just looked more curious than just blank, and I think that made it a bit worse, but I tried to ignore it. I desperately wanted to just walk out, but I really didn't want to get in trouble by Sarah for being rude to not only a customer, but to a 15-year-old, no less. I just tried to help her look at books while she just kept asking questions, and eventually I just had enough. And I shouldn't have done this. This is probably not smart on my behalf, but I just was so fed up. I just asked her, tell me what you know about me. What do you know? And name it all. And almost like I was reading a weird, fucked up autobiography, she just started telling me what she knew. It was starting from when I was, 7, all the way up to like 16, talking about how my brother got a speeding ticket when I was 10, or even the name of the book I stole from my boyfriend. I just stood there. I didn't know what to say. I mean, she knew almost everything about me, all the way down into the small bits, and I think that was when I just decided to leave. I found the book, gave it to her, and I tried walking away. Then, and this is why I'm even calling in the first place, I heard her ask, a bit more clearly, how is your archivist? I stopped walking, confused, when she said that, before I realized she may have been talking about you. I mean, I know you mentioned being an archivist, and I don't know anyone else who could be, but I have no idea how the hell she knows that. I mean, I don't think you know each other. I hope not, but I just don't know. I said you're sick, and I just left. Or, well, I guess I kind of ended up running, as I just felt her gaze on me still. Even when I left, I felt like it was everywhere. Down to when I walked to my house, I closed the curtains, I locked the doors. It felt like it was everywhere, like overwhelming me. I felt sick, and I just wanted it to stop. And I didn't know who to call. I wanted to go to my parents' house or something just to hide, but I knew that if I did, then worse, they'd probably be subjected to the same watching feeling. And I didn't know what to do. It's been around 2 days since that happened. I feel like I can't really sleep, and I don't think I want to, really. Every time I close my eyes, or at least try to get sleep, which I have tried, first time I thought it would maybe help, try to, relieve my mind, but I just kept seeing Phoebe's eyes just staring at me, just, I just wanted to make it stop. I can't tell anyone at work because they think I'm actually insane. And I was smart enough to call off sick, though. Jamie called, and he said he was wondering if I was okay. I didn't know what else to say, so I just said I was, and I'd be back in a few days. Sarah, you'd be surprised, she wasn't too happy, but I just sort of didn't feel like explaining to her, so I ended up hanging up on her, which means I'll probably get fired. I tried leaving my apartment, like, a few times. It didn't work well. I ended up being really nervous and just went back inside and did the same. Locked all the doors, closed the curtains, made sure no one could peek through. Ooh, I even thumbtacked my window curtains shut so no one would notice or just peek through. I'm really sorry if this is so random and late with you. I just don't know who else to talk to about it. I don't want to worry my parents. Everyone else will just call me crazy. So it's just you, Ari.
Thank you, Otis.
For what? I just told you what the freakiest thing that's ever happened to me in my goddamn life, and your response is thank you?
Iris, that's not what I meant.
No, I came to you because I felt like I had nobody else. I felt like I had to say something. You didn't come for me. You instead have me tell you about it for something about
You should stay away from that girl.
What's that supposed to mean?
You
know what? Never mind. I'll talk to you later. I'm sorry I interrupted.
End recording.